But let's see, there was something else I'm going to tell you about that's pretty funny too. Oh, the value of names. Now, I learned this from one of my teenagers. We were going on a trip, and my 17-year-old was going to help me drive. I had a bunch of the kids in the back of the pickup truck. So anyway, the kids are back there raising the dickens like they usually do. And they just bounced around so much I thought I was going to turn the truck over. So I said, go back there and get them guys settled down. So he goes back there, and he does it. He gets a piece of paper and pencil, and goes back there and he says, okay, so I'm taking names. You know, they all sat down and shut up. They honestly did. They all sat down and shut up. So I said, wow, can you believe that? So one time I got into court. It was on some kind of silly infraction or something they had me over there on. I just love to go talk to them people. It's so much fun. So I went there talking to them, and they started the case out. You know, this is a case of a city of so-and-so against Winston, Shrout, blah, 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 blah. Mr. Shrout, are you there? You know, so we started all this conversation. And I said, well, wait a minute, Your Honor. I said, you know what? I said, I haven't been introduced to all the folks here. I said, can I please have your name? He pointed to his name tag. You know? And so I said, well, that lady sitting as a clerk, you know, I said, that lady sitting there next to you, what's her name? Well, they just give me her first name, that's all. The first name's all I got out of her. And so I said, that guy right there, it was a bailiff, you know, had guns, you know, all that kind of stuff. I said, what's his name? I knew his name. I said, what's his name? So they gave me his name, see? And then the city attorney was sitting there, and I said, well, I haven't been introduced to this fellow here. What's his name? So he gave me his name. I said, are you an attorney? He said, yeah. I said, well, can I have your bar number? He said, if I decide to prosecute you, I'll give it to you. But I went around the room, and I had everybody's name. Now, they didn't know what I was going to do with their names. And so what they did was sent me a notice and said, this thing's been dismissed. And I got mad, and I went back down and said, you can't dismiss this. I got all this time invested in this. Well, you know, you always got to throw them a curve every once in a while. But the value of getting the names of all the parties is very important. If you go into a courtroom, just tell them, hey, I don't know who everybody here is. I have to know the names of all these parties. Now, I need to know everybody's name. And if I can't get it, you're going to be John Doe number 1 and John Doe number 2. But I'm going to take your names. See? We're not going to leave here with any kind of misconception about who showed up down here. Okay, yeah, come on up.
So why is the name important, or names?
Because if you would give somebody your title, it's the same thing as a lien. A lien is transfer of title. So if somebody says, can I lien you? Or can I have your name? It's the same thing. And so if you give them if you voluntarily give them your name, they just obtain the lien against your property.
I understand.